Hello there everybody, Matthew Armstrong here on day 19 of this 100-day challenge to create financial freedom in our lives. If you haven't already done so, watch video 1, click on the link here, watch that right now, and then watch all the videos sequentially. It's one of those videos where I have literally no idea what's going to come out of my mouth next. My mind completely blank. I don't know what's to talk about. But I know I've committed to a 100-day challenge of making a video every single day. And I'm just at this point where it's just, I don't know what's going to come out, but that's okay. That's okay. So we're just going to do this anyway, and we're just going to see what comes out. Because once you put enough good stuff into your mind, good stuff does actually start coming out. If you're watching TV all day, if you're watching daytime sitcoms, soap operas, things like that, then all the sort of traumas and dramas that are in there, they start to come out. But if you're constantly putting good stuff into your mind, then good stuff starts to come out. That's just the way it is. Garbage in, garbage out. Good stuff in, good stuff out. It's one of the things I learned in computer class when I was about 14 or something, 13. Didn't learn. That was the only thing I ever learned. Didn't really do computers. But it's interesting now that I make my living from a computer, or through the whatever you call it, of a computer. Right, so you've got to be willing to do whatever it takes, in your life, whatever you want to do. You've got to be willing to do whatever it takes. You've got to put yourself on the line of fire. Like I stand in front of this camera and I'm in the line of fire. Turn it on. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I know if I turn the camera on, something is going to come out, because I have to, because I'm putting myself in the line of fire, and I trust my unconscious mind that I've put enough good stuff in there that something good's going to come out, and I'm not going to start reciting the lines of some TV program I've just watched, right? So yeah, you've got to be willing to do whatever it takes. Within the boundaries of the law, and being ethical and things like that. Be willing to do whatever it takes to get the results you want to get in your life. And that's the thing, most people are not actually willing to do whatever it takes. Most people just aren't. And that's why they don't get the results, because they just play. There's like a little flutter here and there and whatever. And they have an idea that they want something grander than maybe what they've got, but they're just not willing to do whatever it takes. And you've got to be willing to do whatever it takes. And what's it going to take to get to that point where you're willing to do whatever it takes? Because people come to me and they say they want to achieve this and this and this in their life, and I'm going to go, okay, well, what are you willing to do to do that? And they'll go, well, anything. I'm like, okay, so you're willing to get up at 4 a.m. every single morning for the next 30 days and work your ass off? No, most people aren't. Funny that, isn't it? Most people aren't actually willing to just get up a bit earlier in the morning, just maybe for 6 months, to completely transform your life. Are you willing to get 2 hours less sleep a night for the next 6 months? And I'm an advocate of sleep. Sleep's very healthy, but to completely transform your life, because the big excuse people have these days is they don't have the time. I don't have the time to do this. I don't have the time to do that. Okay, well, let 2 hours less for 6 months. Get the results that you want. An extra 2 hours a day, focused time, you can do amazing things. Get the results that you want, and then, crank it up to 10 hours a night for a couple of months and catch up on all that sleep. Or, just sleep on Sundays or whatever, catch up on your sleep every Sunday. So sometimes that's what I do. So yeah, you've got to be willing to do whatever it takes, And some people say, well, I don't have the money. But they're not willing to take a risk. They're not willing to get a loan, or they're not willing to, sell their pride and joy car, or, whatever it is. Well, then you're not willing to do whatever it takes. So you've got to be willing to do whatever it takes. And if you're not, then stop messing around. Stop messing around and just, stay in your humdrum life, and stop pretending that you want something better, because you don't. You don't really. You're just pretending. You're just entertaining yourself. It's just another form of entertainment for you. If you think that you want something better for your life, but you're not actually doing something about it. You're just lying to yourself. You're just pretending, and you may as well just give it all up. Go back to your humdrum life, or step up. Step up and stop bullshitting your brain. Stop BSing yourself and step up and say, okay, screw it. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And then just do it. And just do it. Make a decision and do it. Because really, what's the worst that can happen? You know? What's the worst that can happen? Big deal. Big deal. Whatever it is, big deal, right? Whatever the worst is can happen, big deal. Deal with it. And then move on. So that's the kind of mood I'm in right now. You know? You gotta take action, you gotta take action, you gotta take action. And the bigger actions you take, the bigger results you get. You know, everybody. You know, why do you think The Secret, the movie The Secret, was such a big hit? Why was it such a big hit? You didn't have to do anything. People love that. You know, to be honest, I love The Secret. I really, when I watched it like 25 times or something. I loved it. And I bought loads of them, I sold them. Sold them to loads of people, gave them to loads of people. Here, watch this. I loved it. And it was great. It was great. But of course, it was missing some key ingredients, right? And you know, one of them is taking action, because it says don't worry about taking action. People love that. People love to just dream and not do. You got to dream, of course. You got to dream, and then you got to do, right? You got to do, and you got to do big. Dream big, do big. So yeah. Secret was great, but that's why people love it, because most people aren't willing to do. Some people aren't willing to do anything, you know. So you got to take action. It's the difference. This is the difference between the people that you look at and you go, wow, how did they do that? They just did it. They just did it. They just took action. Quite often massive action. Quite often the actions that most people go, I'll just watch some more TV, you know. Or I'll just, you know, spend more time socializing, being in coffee shops, things like that. You know, there's a book called "Do What You Love and the Money Will Follow" or something like that. You know, nice idea, but doesn't really work. Because the thing is, what most people love doing, most people love watching TV, hanging out in Starbucks, hanging out with their friends, and you know, watching movies and, you know, going to restaurants. That's what most people enjoy doing, right? You know, zoning out, lying on the beach. Nothing wrong with all those things, but you know, it's actually not going to get you what you really want in life. You know, a concept I got a long time ago was do the things that are easy, and life becomes difficult. Do the things that are difficult, and life becomes easy. Sometimes you just got to start with the difficult things for life to come easy. You start with the easy things. It's so easy to go to the most convenient, easiest things, the things where you don't have to think, you don't have to take action, you don't have to put yourself out of your comfort zone, you don't have to, you know, stress yourself in any way. And not that I'm an advocate of stress, but to put yourself under some positive pressure to increase your mental and emotional thresholds. That's a good thing, you know. So yeah, do what you love and the money will follow. Well, like I said, not going to work for most people. Even people in job, some people enjoy working, you know, as a primary school teacher or, I don't know, in a garden centre, but you know, money's not going to follow, right? You know, they're still going to be on the minimum wages. So yeah, so you know, just you've got a vision. You've got a vision. Take action on it. You know, action without a vision is chaos, and vision without action is dream. You got to have a vision. You got to take action towards that vision, whatever that vision is for you. And sometimes going towards that vision, you're going to do things that you don't actually love doing. You're going to do things that you don't actually enjoy doing, but you're going to do them anyway because your vision is bigger than all those things that you don't enjoy doing, right? So do that. Do that, join the team, click the link below, join the team, and that's it for me, that's it for now. Make sure you tune into the next video, and make sure you like and subscribe and share these videos, as they're really important information for everyone that is watching. See you later.